Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy GZTV, back with another video. And in this video, we are going to discuss, excuse me, the latest episode of Dexter I've watched. We are on Season 6, Episode 5. Really good series so far. It's a pretty good episode. I mean, it really is moving the momentum of this season forward quite well. I'm just going to summarize it for you guys real quick. This is a spoiler review. We are going to be discussing what happens. That story is fucking me up. Okay. So while Dexter is examining the angel wings from the last staged murder, he's thinking that the man he saw in the crowd might be involved. He looked really suspicious. He looked really happy at the scene. And yeah, that was Travis. That was the guy that was involved. I mean, Dexter is right, and Dexter has a good sense of things. And that guy kind of fucked up, honestly. Elsewhere, Travis and Geller are talking about needing to hunt again, but they need to find a Whore of Babylon for their next Book of Revelation scenario. So obviously their murders are inspired by the Book of Revelations. So the Whore of Babylon is the next thing they want to imitate or pay homage to almost. Dexter learns that the glue from the wings is something used in ancient manuscript repair, so he decides to go to a museum because that's really the only place they use that at. During Deb's briefing, we learn that the dead woman worked at a Miami Cultural Center cafe. So that's going to really tie a lot of things together for Dexter. Not quite for the police force, but Dexter's going to take that like, oh, of course, the Cultural Center. Yeah. Masuka asked Computer Whiz Lewis to help him with his missing evidence problem. Obviously, they sold that prosthetic on the internet, and he needs Lewis to get in there, cancel the sale, notify the person, but Lewis wasn't really able to do that. All he was able to do is actually clear the history of the purchase, I guess, clear the official record documentation, I guess, of someone buying it. So I guess that did something. Quinn asked Deb, who had completely forgotten that she still had it, for his engagement ring back, because obviously they're not going to get engaged. Deborah obviously rejected him because she wasn't ready to do that with him. That's not what he was to her, and that's kind of fucked up, honestly. It really is. I don't know. You could be on Deborah's side because she's more of a protagonist, but nah, man. I don't know, dude. That's kind of fucked up what she did. Sam drops by the station to report his garage having been shot up, which is really interesting. Obviously, he is carrying and he's trying to get a bunch of bad people back on their feet. So some bad things are going to happen at the garage, and he was there to report on it. Dexter goes to the museum following a restoration glue clue. And during an instructional video, there's Travis. He works at this place. And yeah, a lot of things are going to tie together. Eventually, the police department will learn about Geller. They know Geller pretty much is up to this, but he might have an accomplice. They don't really know all the details. Anderson calls Dexter to a double homicide scene. Dexter right away is able to figure things out. Anderson is impressed. I mean, Dexter is really fucking good at his job. He's a really smart dude, and obviously that's what makes the show so effective and what makes him such a good character, such a good main character. So yeah. Travis and Geller are at a nightclub scouting for their next victim. They need to find a whore. They need to find a woman that's down to do anything. So yeah, that's where they're going, a nightclub, naturally. And Geller is a wanted man around the town for being a part of the Doomsday Killings. Travis should find the next victim on his own without Geller being around because he needs to keep a low profile. Dexter finds Travis's name on the museum's website so he can type him into the database, find out where he lives, find out all sorts of stuff about him so he can begin his hunt. Travis makes an awkward and thoroughly inept attempt to abduct a young woman leaving a party and fails. It was the most forced thing ever. He completely fucked it up. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. And Geller understands this, and he's like, all right, I'll help you. It's not easy to do by yourself. When Travis leaves his apartment, Dexter breaks in to look for evidence of his involvement in the murders. The page numbers he cut out, And, like, yeah, Dexter gets confirmation, like, this is justification, like, I'm able to take this fucking dude out. Or at least warn him, which he pretty much does in this episode. Yeah. Quinn and Angel interview Porter. She was an old TA to Professor Geller, who is obviously on the run, pretty much. Yeah. Anderson tells Deb about his murder-suicide and her brother's acumen at the scene. She's like, well, he kind of just does that, you know? Quinn and Porter hit it off and start getting drunk together at a bar as Angel leaves, disgruntled, like they're literally going to have sex that night or something. It's going to be like a one-night stand type of thing, and obviously Porter is a pretty attractive woman, so yeah, they hook up, which is crazy. She's kind of a part of the investigation, so I don't know. Quinn better be careful. Deb is doing work at Dexter's place surrounded by crime scene photos. Harrison comes in to give her a hug goodnight, and there's like murder pictures, like bloody, gory pictures on the ground, and it's kind of fucked up. It causes her and Jamie to get in this really fucked up argument, and yeah. Geller puts his foot on the gas and forces Travis to drive his car into a young couple. That's how they're going to get the next Whore of Babylon, the next Book of Revelation incident going. They put the woman in the trunk, and they're off. The next morning, Angel stops by Porter's place to get Quinn, because he knew exactly what happened. They got to keep that on the low, though, because if the department finds out about this, it could be fucked up for Quinn. Quinn's already had some run-ins with Lieutenant LaGuerta, so, and she's a captain now, so. And they find this journal that Geller had, and it had some really fucked up shit in it, and obviously it had stuff to do with the Revelation killings and the Doomsday killings. So yeah, now they know Geller's their guy, and Porter hopefully can help them find him. Deb sees a counselor and gets some stuff off her chest. Now at first she's kind of like pushing this to the side, like, oh, I don't think I really need this, but it actually like turns out it helps her, so that's really good. She gets, she goes to the murder, it's interesting because she goes to the murder-suicide crime scene and she wants to rent out the place for a lower rate. And the landlord accepts, and she's living in a house where a murder-suicide took place. At her department, it's kind of an interesting moment. Deb has her engagement ring back and sticks it in Quinn's desk drawer, so that's good. Lewis has come up huge for Masuka. He made a porn sweeper. He erased any record of the sale. Kind of funny. Obviously, Masuka's a pretty perverted character. That's how his character's kind of made, and he looks up porn, so yeah, getting that erased was funny to hear. Dexter's waiting for Travis in the back of his car and loops a garrote, however you say it, around his throat and applies enough pressure to control the man. Has him drive some blocks, asks him about the murders. Geller does a lot of the work, he says. He carries it out. Yeah. Travis calls Geller and tells him he isn't feeling well, kind of giving an excuse. Geller knows something is up, something is wrong right now. The next day, Dexter watches from up the street as Travis checks the backseat of his car before he gets in. Sam opens his garage for the day, only to be gunned down by a shooter who had been waiting for him, and that is he pretty much died, I would say, and Dexter's obviously going to be devastated, and that's kind of like the cliffhanger where we're going into the next episode. And yeah, honestly, really like this season so far. Brother Sam getting killed. I don't know if he's dying, if he's going to be in critical condition, if like God's going to save him and like prove to Dexter that religion is like a huge thing, like Christianity and God and all this stuff is like a really big deal. And maybe that'll be a moment between the two if he's going to die. I don't want to see him die. I honestly like Brother Sam's character. He's one of my favorite new characters of this season. Obviously, Geller is like a mastermind, and I feel like the actor for him has been in other movies as well. He kind of looks like Danny DeVito. I don't think he is, but yeah, pretty interesting season so far. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I just spit on my mic. What the hell? I might give you guys a stream later, but right now I'm going to go up and watch The Walking Dead Season 9 finale. I'm really excited for that until I have to go to this grad party. If I have to go to this grad party, I don't even know yet. No more content tonight. If I stream, I might stream for like an hour or two. I don't even know if I want to stream. I kind of want to just enjoy the rest of my night. So if I don't stream, it is what it is.